Welcome to week 2 of Ballet Marvel. This week, Thor. Couldn't do a Loki cosplay without doing a Thor cosplay. As Tom Hiddleston says, there's no Loki without Thor, and vice versa. Special thanks this week to Taika Waititi for being so compassionate and kind and saying that it was important to see an adoptee sibling bond and portraying it with such respect. I've never ever seen a non-adoptee do that before, and it really means a lot. It means a lot to see a story I recognize on the big screen. Special thanks to Chris Hemsworth for just being a phenomenal actor and bringing Thor to life and just making him so kind and compassionate and really showing how much he loves his brother even when Loki is at his most self-destructive and even when he's being a little shit. Thor always loves his brother, and I really appreciate Chris Hemsworth for showing that and for just always treating Loki as his brother, and it's really amazing to me. I never thought I'd see a character like that. So yeah, thank you to them. Thor Week is dedicated to Brianna Cherry Cosplay and T. Tribat. Their links are going to be in the description. Please give them a like and a follow. Send all the love their way. Thor Week. This is the costume. Pretty cool. Obviously I had to go with his Ragnarok look. You can't really see it because garbage lighting. But Carolina hand drew in a lot of details, which is incredible. I'm just like in awe. And the cape is dirty and battle worn. And here's a little secret. The reason the battle worn look is partly because she used this and played with her cat to give it kind of a rough look. And I love that. That costumers, you're magical. I just am amazed at what costumers can do. The helm is obviously by the magnificent Carol Datura Riot, or Potions Mistress. Again, Swarovski crystals. It sparkles like you wouldn't believe. Looks like it has diamonds on it, and I love it. Okay, so Thor Week. I specifically chose his Ragnarok look because of what that movie means to me. I really can't say enough about how moved I was about the bond between Thor and Loki, and I really love that Thor loves Loki even when he's at his most self-destructive. He's annoyed as fuck at him, which I can tell you from experience, that's not inaccurate. Even when he's being a little shit, it's like, you're still my brother. If I'd hate you sometimes, but you're still my brother and I love you. I love you, but sometimes I really hate you. Funny story. This is one of the first prints I got from Brianna Garcia. I bought it at a con when I was not in a good place mentally. I was almost at my lowest, and I was not doing great. And this made me smile because if I had a nickel for every time I saw that look on my brother's face, my brother is Thor. Dude even chases storms. He's fucking Thor. And I know he says he's not blonde. He's sandy brunette. Well, he's kind of blonde. But if I had a nickel for every time I saw that look on my brother's face when I was doing some stupid shit, like when I was, if I was doing some self-destructive shit that was gonna come back and bite me in the ass, or when I'm putting together a giant project just because I see that look, and it's like, yep, that's my brother, and this made me think of my brother and I still love this picture because I still see that look come out. When he watches this, he's probably going to have that look. If he watches this. I don't think my brother watches what I do. My younger brother and I saw Ragnarok together, as I mentioned in the Loki video. And it was as I've said before, it was the most accurate portrayal of an adoptee sibling bond I've ever seen, and that he'd ever seen, and it was just wonderful. It was something that I didn't realize how much I really needed to see. Yeah, I never thought I would see a story that I recognized, a story like mine on the big screen. So that was something else. That was really, really moving. So Waititi not only acknowledged that bond, he said it was important to see. And I'd never seen a non-adoptee or heard a non-adoptee say anything like that. The only time I'd heard non-adoptees mention adoption was when they wanted to get up on a soapbox, which, don't like that. He, rather than project a trauma narrative onto them, which is what a lot of non-adoptees do, Waititi treated them with respect and compassion, and he allowed adoptees like me to see ourselves on screen for one of the first times ever, and yeah, that was amazing. Especially when you didn't think you were ever going to see something like that. So there's no Thor without Loki and vice versa. My brother's way more Thor-like. I do like to think that I do try to have some of Thor's kindness. I do try to practice some of Thor's kindness. Don't always succeed, because, as the Odinsons would say, it's not my nature. Or it is, but in a weird way. I do try to be kind. I think the world would be a better place if we all had even an iota of Thor's kindness, honestly. I really couldn't do this project without including Thor, because I feel like he's a character we don't see nearly enough of. We don't see enough of that type of character, where he's strong and he's smart. By the way, tangent here, Thor's really fucking smart, and I'm really sick of people treating him like he's just some himbo. Like, no, that dude's fucking smart. He is scary smart. He tricks the god of mischief more than once. That, I guarantee you he's one of the smartest people in the MCU. He just plays his cards close to his chest. Also, he's not the kind of arrogant smart that I can't stand. I won't go on that tangent. So Thor projects this wonderful non-toxic masculinity. To the point where when Carolina showed me the preliminary sketch of this costume and I saw it had a tutu, I was like, fuck yeah, that's what I want. Exactly that. Yes, Thor needs a tutu. Thor would wear a tutu. Oh my god, I love that this costume has a fucking tutu, because Thor would rock the hell out of a tutu, honestly. And he does bar exercises. You cannot convince me otherwise. So yeah, he projects a wonderful non-toxic masculinity. He's a great character. Like, I love that. And I think a good deal of that comes from Hemsworth. I think a good deal of Thor's kindness comes from Hemsworth. Having met him at a con a couple of years back, he's a very kind individual, and he's very sweet. And yeah, I can definitely see the kindness and compassion of Thor coming from Hemsworth. Thor has this huge heart, and I feel like that's not really focused on enough. I love, like, that's what really made me love the character, is he has a huge heart, and he's so kind. And I really respond to kind characters. There's not enough of them, to be honest. He doesn't get enough credit for, he's such a complex character, and he has so much joy and sorrow, and he's an emotional character, and I love that. I love that he shows that emotions can be strength. Not as much as other characters, but Thor is unafraid to show emotions. You see him cry, you see him laugh, you see him just love, and that is so wonderful. Kudos to Hemsworth for making him a hero, because he is. Thor is a hero, and I love that. Also, Thor would love ballet. God, he would love ballet. He would rock a tutu, and he does bar exercises. Nobody can convince me otherwise. Yeah. So, that's what I have to say about Thor. He is if he is not tied with Loki as my favorite character in the MCU, he is a very, very close second. But they are tied. He and Loki. Also, Thor needs to meet Sylvie. Fuck, does he need to meet Sylvie? I need to see that. I need to see that happen. I have so many ideas about how that would go. So, this week, the dancer I shall be talking about is Marcelino Sambe, who, oh my god, he's my favorite ballet dancer ever. He's how my bestie introduced me to ballet, actually. And the ballet I will be talking about is the Dutch production of Cinderella. So, stay tuned for that. Bye.